Before this video starts, I just want to give a quick shout out to 3 people today. The first person will be NightCrowX for sending me all of these baits. Thank you so much, NightCrowX. This is gonna help me so much. The second person of today will be Zvaze2. He sent me all of these handmade balsa jointed crankbaits and also a couple spoons and a couple more handmade crankbaits. I want to thank you so much, Zvaze2, not only for sending me all of this stuff, but also supporting me when my channel wasn't that big and sending me all of these baits. So I just want to thank you so much, Zvaze2. And the third person of the day will be Dennis2012 for coming in clutch and giving me all of these baits. Thank you so much, Dennis2012. This is gonna help me in the long run very much. Also, if you guys didn't know, I have started collecting stuff, anything from rods to reels to lines, lures to baits, anything you don't need or don't use. You can feel free to send them to me and I will shout you out in the next episode. Alright guys, back to the video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you an active BLEAK, RUFFE and gibble carp spot on Winding Rivulet. First fish is on, and it's a roach, which is quite sad. Oops, cast a bit too far out, and looks like we have another fish on a fly, and we didn't hook up. That's gonna happen with float rods, not always they're gonna hook up. So at daytime you can expect BLEAK, at nighttime you can expect gibble carp and RUFFE. Also, you can catch quite a lot of frogs at this spot, but mostly it's BLEAK and RUFFE. We have a bite and fish on. It's a really small one, 21 grams. Cast it back out. I don't have bloodworms right now. I used up them all. Or wait, do I have some? Yeah, no, I do not have bloodworms. But they make a great bait for fishing for BLEAK, definitely. But my biggest BLEAK was 106 grams on a horsefly. On the horsefly, you get less bites, but the fish are usually bigger than, say, on regular flies like that. 38 gram BLEAK. Sometimes there's a cafe order for BLEAK, which is amazing. And oh, I thought I had a bite on this rod, but I do not. Setups are not too amazing. This one's actually alright, my walrus stick, but like this is a Kama Comfort and this is a Telestick. No need for amazing rods at this spot. Looks like we have a decent BLEAK, 55 grams. And we have a bite. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Oh my, that was a frog 1,000,000%, but for some reason it came off really fast. Looks like we have a decent BLEAK. Yeah, 49 grams, not too bad. So yeah, had some great action, and I can tell you the action comes in waves. They bite crazy all your rods, they take out all your rods one after another, and then it dies down completely like right now. And after a couple of minutes the action's gonna heat up again and it's gonna be crazy again, and then we'll slow down and then we'll get crazy again. And looks like we have a fish. Yeah, it's a BLEAK, I think. It's a 44 gram BLEAK. You can definitely expect trophies from the spot. That's a no-brainer because a lot of people actually caught trophies. And on the Winding Rivulet trophy log, I have 0 fish. That's sad, but we can catch a BLEAK trophy, which would be awesome. We might not. God knows, we'll see. Oh, we have a bite on this rod, but I don't think. Yeah, this is not a frog, but it's a 27 gram BLEAK. Let's see. Oh, middle rod's going. A little BLEAK, 32 grams. Cast it back out. And wait for another bite. Fish on. Yeah, it's a frog. 71 grams. I can tell you that the small frogs, as you saw in the beginning of the video, bite like crazy, but like this right here, it just took the float down and it didn't move. So don't get fooled. As you can see, I have a pretty decent bleak. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but I think it's about 100 grams probably. Where's the bleak gone? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, 75 grams, not too shabby. I'm probably gonna hit float fishing 50% at this in this video, and it seems like we do not have another fish. It was a prank. That usually happens. With float fishing, for me, it's tough sometimes. If we're not carp fishing, then I miss a bunch of bites. Oops, I keep casting too far out with this rod. Because this rod casts super duper far, which with these rods at the same percentage, it only casts this far and that rod goes crazy. So bite and fish on, a little bleak, 35 grams. Check marker, so it'll be worth at least a couple of silver, maybe 2 silver, not lower, not higher. On, it's a little bleak, not a big one. Not a big one. I can tell you that bleak fishing is best at the morning. At daytime, it slows up a little bit. At nighttime, it's completely dead. We have another bite and fish on this rod, and no. Oh, this rod's now going. Fish on. This is a decent bleak, I think. Yeah, 51 grams. That's a nice one. And we have a fish on the walrus stick. Something's biting. I do not believe that this is a bleak. Oh wow, that's a chunk. 92 grams. That is a chunker right there. And if I'm not mistaken, a trophy bleak is 110 grams, which is not that big. Seems like we have another bite, but it's barely moving the float. I think that this is gonna be a bleak, definitely, but like a couple of grams. No, we'll never know. We will never know. Bite. See, oh, good thing I didn't set the hook. It's still biting. Up. Is it gonna take it? It seems like yes, it did take it. It's a tiny bleak. I think that's the smallest bleak I've caught today. Probably on the blue rod. And up. It's a pretty nice bite actually. Yeah, it's a bleak 1000. Okay, well. There goes that bleak. I saw it in the water whilst it was biting, and we have a bite on this rod. Yes, it hooked up. I think it's a bleak. Yeah, it is, but it's a tiny bleak. Tiny. Like bleak fishing in real life, no one does that. Bleak fishing in this game, amazing. And oh, for some reason I thought that oh, look at that. That's a like explain that to me. Perfect bite, perfect everything, perfect hook set, and no fish. Like, what the heck? Look at this. Okay, this is a tiny bite on the red rod, and it looks like we have one. 35 grams, barely a check marker. But if it's a check marker, that means that it is at least worth something. As you can see, all we're getting is bleaks and occasionally a frog. But look at all these bleaks. Got some nice ones like 55, 92. Yeah, they're worth something. And for low-level players, that's quite nice. For higher level players, like at my level already, it's not amazing, but it's still decent. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. a bite on the walrus stick. I keep forgetting the names of the rods. And we have one on the comfort. Let's see which one bites first. We're getting bites. And it seems like this rod was going. And now it looks like this rod's going. And no, it's not. Which all three of my rods are going. This rod's definitely on. Yep, fish on. That's a decent one. And it looks like that. This, it's no, yes it is, it's on. That's a nice bleak. 65 grams, and it looks like this rod's also on. And it's another nice, it's not a nice bleak. Okay, all three of my rods are out of the water. I told you guys, this place comes in waves, as you just saw. All three of my rods got wiped out. That's nice, actually. And two of those three bleaks were actually check markers, and quite nice ones, actually. Oh, look at that. That's a bleak. I thought that was a frog. Still a decent one, though. At least a check marker. And let's see if we can get any more before it turns dark and we switch to ruffle fishing. 20 grams. And looks like we have another fish on. Yeah, we do. I think this could be it's a bleak. It's a baby bleak again. What? Why? Where are the big bleaks? They're gone. I started only getting small ones. That's sad. But I mean, still active. Look at all these bleak. Like, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of bleaks. Obviously, when I stop recording, I catch a decent bleak. Look at that, 55 grams. But when I start recording, the bleaks are tiny. That always happens. Always, 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 always. It's 6 p.m. Look at that. That's a. What is that? That's a frog, right? Yeah, that's a big frog. Look at that. Oh my God! Look at that frog. Jesus Christ, that's almost a trophy. How big is a trophy? Oh my God. That's the biggest frog I've caught. And that's triple the size of my last PB. Well, that's a surprise. Fish on this rod, it's a bleak. Fish on this rod. It's also a bleak. This one is actually nice. Well, there you have it, folks. Big frogs also are here. That was a surprise, man. I did not expect to get a frog this big. Even the textures look really cool. I think a trophy's 200 something grams. Definitely 200 something. Not 300. I think 220 or 200. One of those, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're still watching, obviously. Most of you have probably clicked off of the video. Oh, fish on. Oh, no. Fish off. Fish off. I'm gonna keep fishing until 8. Or like 8, yeah, about 8, and then I am going to switch to feeder rods and go for ruffle and gibble carp. Oh, fish on. Nope, fish off. I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed. This is not good at all. Not good at all.